Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness. Shalom to the elect, all right, first and foremost. And then to you few Akwaf. Shalom to you brothers out there in the highways and byways. With your boots on the ground, man. All right, we in those times. All right, and different signs are starting to happen. Like this caption that says, "Thousands of bees swarm shopping mall in Israel, forcing residents to stay indoor." All right, these type of things don't happen by coincidence. It's actually prophecy. You know, it's actually the Lord implementing different signs of the time. All right. And we know what's going on over there on in Israel. We know who occupied Israel. All right. A bastard in Ashdod. All right. All right. So here we go. And that's quite a number of bees, man. Bees are definitely a force to be reckoned with, man. You definitely want to go in hiding. But in side note, I seen Jakes over in Africa, West Africa. It had to be Israel, you know, with the whole hand. I guess he grabbed the whole queen, and the bees were covering his whole hand, and he wasn't being stung at all. He carried them and was taking them to a better space. These creatures and stuff, that the creatures that the Lord created are spiritual, and they're created and they're moved through the Lord. All right. So you got more. It says Hezbollah targets Israeli military base. Reports of soldier casualties. All right. So it says Hezbollah says it attacked an Israeli military headquarters. Reports claim several Israeli soldiers were killed. Some soldiers are said to be trapped at the site. Details are still unclear and not fully confirmed. Claims say Israel is restricting footage from the scene. There's propaganda, you know, and there's a lot of war happening. So, you know, with that being said, we're going to have Jacob's trouble coming soon, because that has to happen before this war. All right, we're going to have civil unrest, and that's what it looks like. Everywhere you turn, there's different things going on. People losing jobs, people acting weird and being weird. You know, it's different things going on. All right. At times. Times it's getting treacherous. Secret tip when you're dealing with there it is. In case you guys didn't know, we gotta understand, what are we dealing with, okay? First off, let's go to because it's all done purposely. These wicked elite are destroying this kingdom purposely through Trump, DJ Trump. All right. What is it? What the scripture that the hands is crossed? That's one. Oh yeah. Well. Oh yeah. Ephesians. All right. There's a lot of dark stuff going on behind the scenes with this with the politics and this war and everything, and it's all part of that. What we need to understand, that we're not against just the physical. It's deeper than what we see. All right. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. So this is something that's tremendously needed to understand, that our things are deeper than what the average person just thinking it's Democrat, Republican, and now the Republicans is in office. Now the Democrats finna save us, but the Democrats was devils too. They're all devils, part of the same thing, and they're all going to be implementing destroying this place, because it's all prophecy. They're all in control of the Lord, and we must understand the powers that be that are in control and controlling the puppets. All right, we must understand that.
The highest order of the Church of Satan. In case you guys didn't know, MAGA is the highest order of the Church of Satan. The Trump is the best thing happened ever to us, because she believed not.
So when Trump came into office, all your so-called patriotic white people thought that this was something Confederate, something white Christian, but they don't realize that this was all MAGA was satanic, and some of them have. That's why Satan cast out Satan, because you got a division within Edomites. This house cannot stand, and that now it's being revealed. Trump is serving the devil. He's serving wicked, high shit going on, and that's what he's doing. He's part of that, and he's being, blackmailed, whatever going on. That's what they do. That's what they do to all the entertainers. All right.
In case you guys didn't know, MAGA is the highest order of the Church of Satan. The Trump is the best thing happened ever to us, because she.
This is the same lady that was in Picasso Baby Jay-Z video when he was hold on, what the hell? Okay, yeah, that was on Jay-Z's Picasso Baby video. When he was staring her in her eyes in the video. It's all deep. Jay-Z was on that list. It's all coming together, man. But continue. Just saying that these people mingle with Satan. That's what I said. All entertainers are blackmailed so they can be part of the agenda of this satanic who control. All right.
In case you guys didn't know, MAGA is the highest order of the Church of Satan. The Trump is the best thing happened ever to us, because she believed, not her, but the entire population of this Nordic magician, that he is the magician of the highest order, that he is there in his irrational mind to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. It's not so stupid thinking about this in that way. It's completely turning things upside down. Because since Trump is around, things are changing. In case you guys didn't know, MAGA is the high.
So this is all orchestrated by the wicked elite. All right, everything you see is staged by the wicked elite, and it's all skull and bones with the fraternities, and you got the fraternities behind the music industry, the fraternities behind the acting industry, the Actors Guild, all this shit. You have to be part of this wickedness. It's all international, and it's all being torn down by prophecy today. All right. Things are happening, guys.
The time is speeding. The time is going by way too fast. hairs on the back of my neck are standing up because something strange is going on. Something sinister and strange is going on with the days, with the hours, with the months, with the years. I don't even think we are our correct age. Like, I'm about to be 38. I'm 37. I'll be 38 in July. It don't feel or seem like I'm 37. Like even the age feels off. Like, does anybody else feel like their age is off, or is it just me? But whatever this thing is, whatever it is, it's speeding. It's going by. Boom, 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 boom. You go to sleep, you wake up, and before you know it, it's time to go to work. It don't matter how early you go to bed. Like, you can go to bed early, and before you know it, it's time to wake up. What is going on, y'all? What's going on? The birds are chirping at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Since when has birds been chirping at 2 o'clock in the morning? Y'all better wake up because something sinister is going on.
Yeah, and we all feel it. Just they don't know they don't know the prophecy. It's all prophesied. It's all the Lord. All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. That's how you know these times are coming, man. Because things are getting more and more rotten. And if the times don't get shortened and just don't speed up, man, the elect will, things won't be saved because Esau's just destroying. I'm going to read the NLT too. For, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, there is Yahushua, or there believe is not, for there shall rise false Christ, Yahushua, false Christ, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if they're possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Yeah, so they're wearing out and doing all types of things. The wicked being revealed. So they're going to come up with different strategies to all the people. Because the times are beaten up. And think of the minds of the people that just can't. They're trying to get a plan going on, and the time is shortened. Let's go into Revelation 12. The wicked. Got me thinking about that because that's a line. It's talking about the times. Time is shortened. Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and yet and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, all right, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. So she sees it, the woman that was just on the video, and also the elite sees that the time is shortened. They keep changing the daylight savings and doing all this weird shit, and it's a lot of wicked, weird shit going on, man. But the scriptures speak that the times will be shortened, and they will be trying to deceive the people, but for the elect's sake, he shortening up the time. This is all prophecy. Come on now. All right.
Scary situation in Westlake yesterday. Police and the family of a 91-year-old woman unable to get a hold of her. But officers never could have imagined what they were about to find when they went to check things out. Our Scott Knoll explained. Scary situation in
all types of shit going on, man. Can't wait till this shit get done, man. This shit is This whole lot. What we got?
In case you guys didn't know, MAGA is the high.
Yeah, this place is over with, man. It's all the way over with. Look, Saudi Arabia makes shocking U-turn on Donald Trump. All right, these places are turning.
Like that the Pope is an advocate for peace. I think that's certainly one of his roles. On the other hand, how can you say that God is never on the side of those who wield the sword? Was God on the side of the Americans who liberated France from the Nazis? Like that the Pope is an advocate for peace. I think that's certainly one of his roles.
Satan cast out Satan.
On the other hand, how can you say that God is never on the side of those who wield the sword? Was God on the side of the Americans who liberated France from the Nazis? Was God on the side of the Americans who liberated Holocaust camps and liberated those innocent people from, those who had survived the Holocaust? I certainly think the answer is yes, and I agree. Jesus Christ does not. I agree. Jesus Christ certainly does not support genocide. I think it's very, very important for the Pope to be careful when he talks about matters of theology. And I think that one of these issues here is that there has been, again, hey, random dude screaming, I told you I'd respond to your point. I just want to respond to this question first. And like that the Pope is an advocate for peace, I think that's certainly one.
You see people not respecting him. That goes into 2nd Ezra 15. Let me get it before I forget it. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 15, I believe. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invaders one another, invading one another. They shall not regard their princes, nor kings, nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Everybody's wanting peace. And this devil, D Vance, whatever, wants to justify it and find ways to justify it. And people are like, no, that's not. People are disagree. He's getting heckles. All right. Which is prophecy. All right. Satan casting out Satan. You know? Satan casting out Satan. All right. Matthew 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. And this is his kingdom. It's not standing too well. And they like, man, bro. So-called he ain't want, they letting his ass know, like, bro, you off, that's not what it is. How could he's trying to justify all that shit. He brought up the fake small hat shit, We know what's going on, man. All right. They trying to justify wickedness and the people ain't having it. All right. That means it's going to be civil unrest. Sedition among men. That's happening. It's getting like that. This is all fresh. And it's going to even get even worse. All right. I hope this was edifying to the elect. Until next time, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah. Peace.